Why is this happening? Why? Why? I wish I understood why home visits weren't taking place. Like, I wish that I wish there was a statement that Coach Prime would come out and say, the reason why I'm not doing home visits is this. Or home visits are great. I've decided to go a different way, and that's the reason why I'm not doing it. I'm not saying he doesn't have a good reason to not do home visits. However, this headline, it isn't great. I think there's certain things. I made a video about politics, and I had the 80-20 rule, and I mentioned that I often live by the 80-20 rule in a lot of things that I do, not just politics. And this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to say, I don't have to agree with this and I don't have to like it, but I really just wish that we knew why. And I know for those of you watching, some of you are going to come in my comments and you're going to say, he doesn't have to tell us anything. He can do whatever he wants to do. He's Coach Prime. He's amazing. He's this. I got it. I totally understand that. My question is, as a fan and as a supporter of his, I don't understand why we're not making home visits. That's my whole thing. Like, why are we not doing this? Why are we not going into these student athletes' homes? Maybe there's a reason why we're not doing it. Maybe it's a really good reason why it's not happening. However, it's not happening, and I don't like how this looks. I wish that Coach Prime would make home visits. I wish that he would go to people's houses and sit on their couches and see where they live and look where they sleep and talk to their families and talk to their people. I get he's Deion Sanders. I get he's a celebrity. I understand it. I get that aspect of it. But for me, when you decided to coach college football, you also made the decision that you were going to do what college football coaches do. Home visits is a part of that. Even if you don't go to everyone's home, even if you don't make 175 visits or 120 visits, why can't we make top 50 visits? Why can't we do a little bit of it? Like, I don't know what to think about this. I don't like it. This is one of those things where I don't agree with Coach Prime. I think it's a mistake to not go into these kids' homes. And I hope that he changes this. I hope that he realizes that it can help to go into homes. I would love to see statistics or something that states like, this percentage, if you go visit homes, like this percentage of people usually commit to your university and show up and sign the paperwork. I wish there was data that I could base my decision off of, because the other part of me is sitting here going, is this an archaic thought and something that like, it just isn't a big deal anymore, but it's like embedded in the culture of recruiting. So we think it's a big deal. Like, I'm trying to make sense of this. I'm trying to give Coach Prime the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to not hate this, but right now, the way this story reads, the way that it looks, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I really wish that he would do home visits, but maybe somebody can give me something, some statistics, some level of something that will let me know, hey, yes, it's cool to do home visits, but it's not a big deal that he didn't do it. And this is why the statistics say, even if you go visit recruits, they don't come to your school. You don't feel that connection. I will say this though. One of Coach Prime's things is that he is Coach Prime, is that he's Deion Sanders, is that he's good at marketing, is that he's good at building relationships. He's good at talking to people. He's good at building things. Not going to people's homes is not allowing him to build the rapport that he's known for and that he's good at. And so I just can't see a world where this is good. And I hope that I'm wrong. Seeing this headline, I was like, oh gosh, here we go. So I hope this doesn't mean anything. I hope it's not a big deal. It just feels like a big deal. It feels like a missed opportunity. And it's one of those things where I look at and I kind of cringe and I'm like, oh, I wish that this wasn't the case. And I wish that he would do home visits or state why he's not doing home visits. Because this is an issue, especially when your team is 4-8, especially when your team is 4-8 and you're building something new and different and innovative. I wish that he was doing home visits, and I don't like that he's not doing them, but maybe there's a reason I just can't see it. Maybe I'm being closed-minded. Maybe somebody in my comments will let me know that I'm being closed-minded and I just don't understand it, but I don't love it. And I wish that he would do home visits, and I wish that he would start doing them now, because this, I'm just going to say it, this is not a good look, and I don't love it. And I wish that this would change ASAP.